Part 4. Blood Crown. The city loomed like a dying thing. Red lights blinking from rooftops, smoke curling from hollowed towers, and streets choked with the scent of rust and ash. Human limbs dangled from wires like warnings. Burned-out cars lined intersections like monuments to a war no one had won. Fluorescent red symbols, vampiric script, bled down walls, and the sky hung like a bruise. Jax led the group on foot, low and fast between gutted buildings. His senses buzzed. Every corner felt like an ambush. Zara clung to his side, wide-eyed, silent. Drew trailed near the rear, eyes scanning every shadow. The rest of the survivors fanned out, a mixture of scarred men and hollow-eyed women hardened by survival, but held together by Jax's brutal will alone. They moved deeper into vampire territory, into what had once been Atlanta. But now it pulsed with something darker, something fed. The heart of the city had become a blood factory. Large cisterns, once used for chemical cooling or fuel storage, now brimmed with thick, rotting blood. Enslaved humans, their eyes vacant, were forced by collaborators. Humans twisted by greed or fear to sort bodies, drain them, and feed the crimson supply. The air reeked of old wounds and broken wills. Jax's jaw clenched. They were here to destroy it. They moved like ghosts, placing small charges on key tanks. Drew found a stash of medical supplies, grabbing what he could. Inside one of the buildings, they found them. A captive group. Survivors, maybe 30 of them, chained and barely conscious. Jax smashed the locks, hoisted 2 on his shoulders, and ordered the others to help the rest. Time was running out, and someone had made sure of it. The first explosion wasn't theirs. The building next to them went up in flame, then the horde came, screeching, crawling, climbing from sewers and stairwells, a stampede of hunger. One of the heroes, Marcus, a wiry ex-firefighter, backed away from the chaos, whispering, "I'm sorry. I had to. They said they'd let me live." Drew shot him in the head without blinking. Then hell broke open. Vampires dropped from above, scaling walls like insects. Their eyes glowed, their mouths opened wide, not just to bite, but to laugh. Rakal emerged in the distance, a grotesque colossus of black sinew and tangled shadow, wearing a crown of bone and dried sinew. Not running, not rushing, just walking. Revered, feared. Vampires parted for him as he moved, his face half hidden beneath bone plating, his mouth splitting open. 4 directions, needle-fanged, grinning like an abyss. Drew fired at him, 3 clean shots. They didn't land. The air twisted. Rakal vanished into shadow, not attacking, just watching. Then came the real assault. Drew took a claw to the shoulder, protecting Zara. He dropped, bleeding badly. A scream went up as 2 more survivors were gutted. Jax roared, too human, too slow, until one vampire pinned him, digging its claws into his back. Something cracked. Something broke. Then the shift began. Jax's body spasmed, tore, reformed. Bones twisted outward, stretching and splitting. His arms bulged, skin rippling over growing muscle. His face snapped open, teeth lengthening into fangs, muzzle pushing forward with a sickening crunch. Hair sprouted in bursts, claws tore through fingertips. He fell forward onto all 4s, back arching violently, veins surging like black vines beneath his skin. His roar shattered glass. Then came the blood. He launched into the horde with inhuman speed. One vampire tried to leap. He caught it midair and slammed it through a wall. Another bit into his arm. He spun and bit its head clean off. Walls collapsed around him. Screams echoed in every direction. Zara crouched near Drew, trembling as the beast moved around them. A blur of muscle, fur, and savagery. It was Jack's, but it wasn't. He ripped one vampire in half. Another lunged. He backhanded it into a blood well. He didn't stop. Couldn't. His breathing came in snorts and growls, rage rolling off him in waves. Red foam dripped from his jaws. Then he saw her. A teammate, Mara, cornered, reaching out. He turned toward her, stalked, snarled, raised his claw. "Jax," Drew's voice cut through. The beast hesitated. Zara screamed. The claw stopped an inch from Mara's throat. The growl shifted into a whimper. The monster shook, backing away slowly, trembling like something broken loose from hell. Jax lunged through another collapsing wall, snarling, blood flying from his jaws. More vampires surged. He tore through them like paper. Flesh split. Bones shattered. One grabbed his throat. He bit through its face. Then he saw it, the towering figure in the dark. Still, watching. Jax turned toward it, toward the one who had unleashed this horde. The moment their eyes met, the massive shape moved. Not fast, not slow. It flowed. Rakal's form bent like smoke and shadow, slipping through cracks in the ruin, like water seeking a drain. Gone before the kill could land. Gone before the rage could meet a target. Jax roared after him, but it echoed into empty space. What was left of the blood factory crumbled around them. The survivors scrambled. Drew dragged Zara out. A woman carried Kellen. 2 others limped behind them. They didn't look back. The beast didn't follow. It knelt, panting, shuddering, blood-soaked, drenched in heat and fury. Then the cracking started. Bones pulling back into place, tendons unraveling, muscles shrinking, the claws receding. Jax collapsed into the dirt, bare-chested, heaving, the wind howling through his lungs like knives. His skin was burned from the inside, his eyes glazed, his mouth twitched with animal memory. Drew knelt beside him, hands shaking, breathing hard. Zara huddled close, face pale, quiet. "You'll die if you keep shifting like that," Drew muttered. "Or worse, you'll stop coming back." Jax didn't answer. Drew glanced back toward the city's edge, the dark, where the monster had vanished. "That big one, the one that didn't fight. You saw him, right?" No answer. Jax stared at the dirt, hands trembling. Thanks for watching Heroes and Vampires. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Got a taste for more dark and thrilling tales? Head over to my other channel, Cryptid Encounter Stories, where we dive into terrifying creatures, urban legends, and cryptid encounters. And if you're hungry for even more, be sure to check out my book, Fall of the Order, available now in ebook, audiobook, and paperback online. Until next time, stay safe and stay in the light.